What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Got Next podcast. I'm your host, Mitchell Baldwin. My co-host, Donovan Moore.
Yes, sir.
And today we're going to be talking about the NBA free agency. We're going to be talking about our favorite moves so far, our least favorite moves, and just talk about the overall movement in the NBA. So hope you guys like the video. Make sure you comment, subscribe, all of that type of stuff, and enjoy the intro.
Yo, turn it up, Slay. I can't hear nothing.
First, we're going to talk about Jarret Allen re-signing with the Cavs for $100 million. How'd you feel about that move for the Cavaliers?
That was a pretty solid move for Cleveland. They got Tristan Thompson out of there, got Andre Drummond out of there, and Jarret Allen solid. He's tough. He blocks shots, he rebounds, he finishes. So that's honestly what Cleveland needed, was a solid center inside. And I think pairing him with Evan Mobley, Cleveland got a nice little team right there. So re-signing Jarret Allen was key. That was a clutch move.
Yeah, for sure. I still don't know why they got rid of Kevin Porter Jr. though, bro. That man is a bucket.
They were just log jam at guard. They had him, Garland, and Sexton. Somebody had
better than Garland and Sexton.
I mean, but KPJ needed a change of scenery, really.
Yeah, that is true.
Cleveland wasn't really working for him.
That's facts. That's fact. But, yeah, so I like that move for the Cavs. I didn't know Evan Mobley was like not a center basically. So is he a power forward? That's already. He's agile enough to play both. Like he's probably like 7 foot, but he got handle and he can shoot the jump shot too. So they can make that one. Yeah. They can make that one. That's nice. That's nice. Let's talk about Westbrook to the Lakers, man. That was the first domino to fall for the Lakers, and for a great free agency that they ended up having. How did you feel about Russell Westbrook to the Lakers when you first heard?
It was a crazy move when you first hear about it, because it's just like, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it. It's just like, you would never really picture if LeBron were to team up with anybody that Russell Westbrook would be the guy that comes to mind. There's nobody out here saying that.
Yeah, exactly.
So to really see that move, and then to see how the Lakers put the team together, though, I actually kind of like the move now. I heard that LeBron and Westbrook had a conversation before the trade even happened, just, discussing everybody's roles, and that's good. Westbrook probably needs somebody that could put him in his place and kind of tell him just to relax.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he needs. I think that's all he needs, actually. And I think the only person that he really respects like that in the league is probably LeBron. And because he was with KD earlier, so KD wasn't really as established as he is now. So for us to just be like, I'm gonna do my thing. So I definitely like the move now. And as we talked about before, it was really about how they structured the rest of their roster, and we're gonna talk about that, as more players come up. So let's talk about day one of free agency. First move we had was Lonzo Ball to the Bulls. And
great move.
I was talking about this before. We were talking about Lonzo Ball and his free agency. Great move by the Bulls. I love that backcourt between Lonzo Ball and Zach LaVine.
And then adding DeRozan to that too.
Yeah, I didn't really. Okay, so as far as the thing, I don't really know is he a small forward or is he a shooting guard?
He's tall enough to play the three, at least in today's league, because DeRozan 6'7".
He's 6'7", yeah.
And he was playing small forward or power forward for the Spurs last year.
Power forward at times, yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like he's definitely proved that he can do it. And then you got Lonzo, whose three just keeps improving year after year, and then Zach LaVine, the all-star he is. Right. And then Vukovic. So the Bulls, no excuse to not be a top 5 to 6 team in the East this year. No excuses.
Who's their 4 going to be?
I think the dude, Patrick Williams.
Patrick Williams.
He plays defense, solid defender.
He does. He definitely plays.
Yeah,
defense, sure.
And he's still young too. So I like keeping him over marketing. And then they got Caruso off the bench. So
right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The next move is actually Alex Caruso to the Bulls. So did you like that move for him?
Yeah, solid backup point guard for them. So I guess Kobe White's out of there. Was that telling us?
I'm not really sure if he's out of there. I think his draft stock is very low right now. His overall worth around the league is very, very low right now. So I'm not really sure about that. But I don't know. I definitely don't see how he fits here and how his draft stock gets even better from here. Playing behind these two. So I kind of see it both ways, but Kobe White was kind of really not that good, if we're being honest here.
He had flashes of potential, but he just kind of inconsistent, I would say.
Yeah.
And that's the case with a lot of young players. But the way the league works now, just like the NFL. If you don't prove you could play in like a year and a half, 2 years, it's like, all right, teams just move on.
I hate that though. Like, because some
Yeah.
people it takes longer to develop. Like, we were just having a conversation about Tyler Hero today, and people talking about already he's Kyle Kuzma, like just in Miami.
Right, he had one bad year.
Like, bro, he had one bad year, and he had one really good year, bro. Like, geez.
So yeah, get a man time. I don't even think Tyler Hero was like 22, 23 yet, bro. Like,
bro, and he just had a kid and stuff. Like, bro, come on, like,
he had a kid.
Jeez. All right, so Kyle Lowry to the Heat is the next move.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? But actually, being a Heat fan, I'll probably talk about it first.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I don't love it just because he's 35 years old, and we're gonna need another point guard in like 2-3 years, maybe even sooner. You know, we never really know at this age with certain players. But I'm glad we got him for this season at least. I think he'll at least be able to put up like 18 points, maybe like 6 assists, and lead the league in charges like he usually does.
Right.
So that's the Miami Heat way right there. Just get in front of the offensive player, catch a charge. You know what I'm saying? We just want to get the ball back. So we got PJ Tucker, we got Kyle Lowry now, we got we kept Duncan Robinson, and we got rid of Kendrick Nunn like I wanted to do for a while. So,
and Goran Dragic, I think he's gone too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gone. Unfortunately, I mean, I kind of would have liked to keep Dragic, but it is what it is.
It would have been too expensive prior.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. And then we got to keep Victor Oladipo. So I mean, I'm not mad about it at all.
Yeah, I don't like y'all gave up Precious Achiuwa though.
I don't either. Like, and then we signed Dwayne Dedmon. Like, I kind of would have.
Dedmon's solid though. Dedmon's solid, but Achiuwa's younger, athletic.
Yeah, exactly. And then he was playing really well in the Olympics. So
yeah,
I don't know, man.
That's facts. That's facts.
But let's go ahead and move on. PJ Tucker to the Heat. We already talked about. I just have a few on here that I just want to talk about, and then we're just gonna like report basically on. So then JaVale McGee to the Suns. Not really much to talk about there.
No.
Markieff Morris to the Heat. I do kind of want to talk about. Not really a lot, but just like, you know, pretty good defender like that. And then fits the culture. He can hit a jump shot every now and then. Pretty good.
3-point shooter.
Kendrick Nunn signing to the Lakers on a 2-year, $2 million contract. That was like shocking to me, just with like his age and stuff. And like,
that was a big move for the Lakers right there.
Yeah.
Be able to get Kendrick Nunn, Malik Monk, keep Horton Tucker.
Yeah.
So that's like 3 young guards that can all like they can score. We've seen Nunn have some great nights with the Heat. We've seen Malik Monk show flashes of just being able to like go for 20 in like 3 minutes off the bench.
Right.
And Horton Tucker keeps getting better. So it was solid for the Lakers to at least have 3 to 4 young guys they can keep around, and they're still filling the roster out too. So I like the Kendrick Nunn move.
I kind of like it. I just don't think he's gonna get that much playing time, honestly, and that's the only reason I don't really like it. THT to the Lakers. We already talked about. DeMar DeRozan to the Bulls. I want to talk about. DeMar DeRozan to the Bulls is kind of tough. You know what I mean? It's just they're gonna be pretty good next year. I don't know about their defense though. That's the only thing. And Patrick Williams, like we talked about, I hope he helps out with that. But I don't really know who else is a really good defender. It's like Lonzo, Patrick Williams, and that's it.
Caruso solid.
Caruso's solid. Yeah, Caruso's solid. But I
don't know who else they have on their bench. I don't know who else they have on their bench to.
Yeah, and then they got Thaddeus Young, so I didn't like that either.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so they need a better bench as well then.
Mm-hmm. So then Steph Curry and Trae Young, they both re-signed with their teams. I think Curry got 214 and Trae got 207. So closing the gap there.
Well deserved.
Closing the gap there. Trae Young's kind of tough, man.
That's that's Steph's second $200 million contract.
That's true. That's true. Yes, bro. Steph is getting paid, bro. That's
yeah.
Trae Young got some more. He got some more contracts to sign for sure. Malik Monk to the Lakers. Carmelo Anthony to the Lakers. You want to talk about either of those? I think Carmelo is going to be really good for them. And then Malik Monk, bro, on a minimum. Yeah. That's when I tweeted and I was like, Lakers are official this year for sure.
Yeah, and then bringing in Melo too was clutch because that's just somebody. Melo can flat out score.
Yeah.
Like, and what the Lakers needed most from their bench was scoring.
Right.
So to bring in Melo, and then you still got probably Horton Tucker coming off the bench with Nunn and Monk. That's 4 to 5 guys right there that can get you 15 apiece. And that's just from your bench.
Right. And then on a good night, they can get you about 30. So that's pretty
Exactly.
Right,
We've seen them all. Especially Melo. Like Melo still has great nights with Portland, and I think he shot like 40% from 3 last year. So
from 3. I was just about to say that. Yep. He's ready to spot up. He's ready to shoot this year.
I saw a tweet not too long ago. It was like in 2018. Everybody said Melo wash. Now that he's on the Lakers, this is a super team. Like he did it. Like it's the same Melo, but it's cool. It's cool.
It's cool, bro. I mean, I was supporting him the whole time, even when he didn't have a job. I was saying he's an automatic Hall of Famer. And
first ballot, no questions asked. So
all right, and then Patty Mills to the Nets. I like that. That's a very sneaky move for sure. The Nets just get a little bit more offense, a little bit more 3-point shooting. Andre Drummond to the Sixers, I was very shocked about.
I'm surprised about that because the last thing they needed was somebody else that can't shoot.
And like, why do
they get their own basket?
Such good bigs to back up Joel.
A good big.
They always go get a good big to back up Joel Embiid. Like, I don't get that. Like, Dwight Howard was still really good last year, and then they go get Andre Drummond now. And like, it's like they're not going to play that much, bro. You already have like an all NBA
Embiid. So
so I don't get you can go get a Cody Zeller at that point. Bismack Biyombo, like you don't have to pay that.
You can get literally anybody.
But I mean, for him to sign a vet minimum, like the deals like that he must have gotten from like his agent, it must have been horrible, bro. Because they don't even.
He would have been better off going to Boston.
Yeah, bro. They don't even like each other. Rudy Gay to the Jazz, Devonte Graham to the Pelicans. What are the Pelicans?
Very tough.
What are the Pelicans doing?
I'm not sure, but picking up Devonte Graham was clutch because he could shoot. He spaces the floor. I don't think they re-signed Josh Hart, so
no, I think they're going to though.
They will.
I don't know. I mean, but I don't really like what they're doing. They had Lonzo Ball and Eric Bledsoe, and now they got Devonte Graham, Thomas Satoransky, who's a pretty good player, but he's not all world.
He's a serviceable backup.
Yeah, he's solid, and then Garrett Temple, who's not a serviceable backup. So I don't know, bro. The Pelicans are doing some
they're putting faith in Devonte Graham. I think Devonte Graham's going to ball. I think he's going to ball out.
I think he's on offense, bro.
He wasn't getting enough shine in Charlotte. It was too many point guards there.
I agree, but now they're trying to keep Zion right now. So for that, I hate it. They've done nothing but downgrade other than Valanciunas.
That was clutch. I like the Valanciunas.
But Wayne Ellington and Trevor Ariza to the Lakers, and then Kent Bazemore to the Lakers. So far, the Lakers are my winner of the free agency. How about you so far?
Well, without a doubt, it's either the Lakers or the Bulls.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Either the Lakers or the Bulls.
Yeah, for sure. Spencer Dinwiddie to the Wizards. How do you feel as a Wizards fan?
Solid move right there. Solid move, and then the haul we got from the Westbrook trade added more depth to the bench. So you can only wait and see. The Wizards got a solid team. It's going to be interesting to see how Hachimura does in his third year in the league. People sleep on him. I think he's going to be tough. He can put up 18 to 20 a night, and then Westbrook's not taking as many shots anymore. So it's Hachimura's time to shine. I think Dinwiddie going to be normal Dinwiddie, put up 20 or something like that. So we'll see. It's going to be a tougher East this year, so you never know.
Facts. Yeah, let's not sleep on Denny Adviha either. I think he's still he might.
Coming back off injury. Yeah.
He could be tough. Then there's Kemba to the Knicks. I like that move, even though they signed Derrick Rose though. So I don't know how to feel about that. That was a pretty good contract.
Still got Emmanuel quickly, so
still have a lot of guards on that team, but at least they got rid of one. And what's his name?
They re-signed Alec Burks too.
Yeah, and they re-signed Alec Burks too. So I don't know. They have a lot of guards, very guard-heavy team, but it is what it is. Probably what Tom Thibodeau needs or something like that. John Collins re-signs with the Hawks. I think we definitely saw that coming after the run they had.
For sure.
Day 4 of free agency, Julius Randle re-signs with the Knicks. Lou Williams re-signs with the Hawks. Kelly Oubre signs with the Hornets.
Very good move.
Bro,
the Hornets are young and athletic.
Yeah,
they are young and athletic.
More alley-oops for real. That's really all that is.
Yeah, you got Oubre and Miles Bridges on the wing, and you still got Gordon Hayward too if he stays healthy. And then Pelicans got a nice. I mean, not Pelicans. The Hornets got a nice young mob. And they're in talks to pick up Lowry Markkanen too. So we'll see what happens. That'd be another. He can shoot. His only problem is defense.
Right, exactly.
But that would probably be the Hornets' problem, defense.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be the Hornets' problem for sure. I was about to say they don't really have any defensive players in the first place anymore, unless they can go get Michael Kidd-Gilchrist again. That'd be pretty tough. Elfrid Payton to the Suns. Elfrid Payton to the Suns, not a big move, but I mean,
I doubt he'll get that much playing time there.
Yeah, I agree. They got another big guard in their rotation, and he can play some pretty good defense, just not great on offense. That's all.
Not great.
Reggie Bullock to the Mavs. Dwight Howard back to the Lakers. Another pretty big move for the Lakers. And then the last few hours, we had Andre Iguodala signed with the Warriors, DeAndre Bembry signed with the Nets, and Jimmer Fredette signs with the Nuggets Summer League team.
That's not news.
That is news, buddy. I had to add that in. That's news, buddy.
Summer League is for rookies and second-year players in the league. This man Fredette is what, 9 years in, 4 or 5 years deep in Shanghai. Come on.
Come on. He's the leading three-point shooter there, though. All right, he can bring that over to the league. That's going to translate just fine. All right, and then yet to sign in the NBA is Dennis Schroeder, and Kawhi Leonard has yet to sign with the Clippers, honestly. So.
They saying Dennis Schroeder might end up like Isaiah Thomas.
Oh gosh, that's wild. You can't say that. Isaiah Thomas averaged 30.
They saying when trying to wait for a contract.
Trying to wait for the contract, yeah.
Turn down the extension early. Wait for the contract.
Yeah, he bet on himself. Hey, we've seen it happen. We've seen it happen in a positive way. We've seen it happen in a negative way. So it happens. I don't really see where Dennis Schroeder's going to go, though. Hey, hopefully he can get him. All right, we need another guard that's kind of young, play some defense, get some buckets.
That man said he's a starter in this league. So he's not starting in Miami.
No, he's not. I don't see why he would start in Miami or any other city for that matter.
Or any other city for that matter.
He's not that good, bro. But I think that's it for the free agency episode. Anything else you want to add, bro?
Nah, that's it, man. Can't wait for the NBA season to start back up. It's gonna be great.
All the seasons seem to get better every year.
Every year,
like in the last few years, it's like gotten better. I'm more and more excited.
Yeah.
So they've done a pretty good job with that. And John Wall needs to lead the Rockets. That's my last thing I'm going to say. KPJ and Jalen Green, best backcourt in the NBA. I hope you guys liked the episode. It's going to do it for the NBA free agency episode of the God Next podcast. Hope you guys liked it. Make sure you comment, subscribe, show some love. And we'll catch you next time.
Yeah.
Peace.